Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today let's go over another premium hard question in the database category that I just solved on my own. So again, really happy that I was able to come up with my own solution to this question without any assistance. So let me show you how I did it. This one's called Find Cumulative Salary of an Employee. So this one has kind of a lot of requirements, and this is also my 100th Leetcode hard question, so it's a good milestone. So let me show you how I did it. This one is called, this one asks you to calculate the cumulative salary, and basically what you want to do, and let's just go step by step. We want to look at the previous 3 months. If the employee did not work in the previous months, their salary is 0. So we don't want to include for the most recent month. Okay. Basically, let's just go ahead and get the IDs and map the month and the salary to it. So have a default dict of type list for IE and enumerate employee ID. I'm going to use that as the key and append the employee month of I along with the employee salary of I. And since we want the months to be one after another in order for it to be cumulative, let's go ahead and sort this list. And let's iterate over this to see what we got. Cool. So now we have this, and basically what it's saying is if this is one less than the other, one less than the previous, and this becomes 50, this becomes, we want to take all of it. So it's going to be back 3. So let's say now is, first of all, we don't care about this because it's the most recent. So it says right there. So we're just going to say dk of up to -1. So let's print k and now. Okay, so now let's do the same thing, which is just going to be cumulative if we can. So 90 is for this one because that one's not a difference of 1. And this one's going to be the last 3. So let's go ahead and say for j and range 2 up to length of now. Let's print now j minus 2 up to j plus 1. Okay, cool. So now we can have this. So we're going to add the previous 3. But for 2 and 50, okay, so if length of now, let's just take care of this first. So let's call this segment is now of j minus 2 up to j plus 1. So let's print j and segment. Okay, so for this, okay, so if we can't go back to, then we're not. So for 3, but then here 3 we want 90. It's going to be out of range, or maybe not. Okay, so we only care about this one, but where does 2 and 50 come from? $90 is for month 7. Okay. But then 30 is supposed to be this one. That's weird. Okay. So I guess the segment, let's just let's just do this. Let's say current is going to be segment of 0 of 1, and then for I in range 1 length of segment, if segment I of 0 is equal to segment I minus 1, 0 plus 1, then current plus equals to segment I of 1. Otherwise, we set it to segment I of 1. Let's print current. So, okay, if segment okay, so now we have, well, so segment of I of 0. Cool, but now why are we having this is what we need? It's not right. That's weird. 4 and 100 is also not correct. So let's take this for 4. I guess let's say if I is equal to length of segment minus 1, then we can print this. Three is 94. Okay, cool. Now we have what we need. 390, 4 130, 70 90. Okay. But how do we take care of the 2 1? Okay. Salaries that month and the previous 2 months. Do not include for the recent. Okay. We already did that. 3 months for an employee that did not work. So I guess you're saying this is 90 and then this is so maybe we're just working backwards a little bit. Okay. So we want to, yeah, it looks like we want to work backwards then. It's 3, 3. We can't get 3, so that's fine. So if I is less than 2, then if segment of I of 0 is equal to again so I guess we can say if j is bigger than 1, then we can do this. Otherwise, if let's call this CC is now of 0 of 1 if now of j is equal to or 1 -1, 1, +1, then cc plus equals to now of j of 1. Otherwise, cc is now j of 1. And let's print cc. I guess we can actually just say like now of j of 0 1, 2, yep, that's fine. That's fine, okay. 2 and then 100. Okay, so I think we got it because we don't have to reset CC every time. Cool. So I think we got it. It's just we have to get these two aligned. Okay. I'm close. Just wait a second. Are we never hitting that? Nope, we're not. What the heck? Okay. If now of j of 1. Nope. What the heck? J is bigger than 1. Okay. So I guess regardless we can just do this. So this one, how do we get this to, where is this showing up? But why is this not doing what I want it to do? Oh. Maybe let's just make another list for this. Okay, so now we can just say so these are all the cumulative ones. Okay, so let's say a equals list itertools dot accumulate dd dot values. Okay, so then we can say H and A. Cool. All right. Now we don't have to worry about all this mess. And we can just say answer dot append k this and this, right? Because the IDs are the same. So for I in range length h, answer dot append k, h of I, and a of I. Let's print answer. Nope, that's not right. Okay, so if there's some duplicates in there, but that's fine. So if k, h of I, a of I is not an answer, okay, cool. And now let's just sort it by x0, negative x1, as it says here, ID, and then month. So data frame, let's make a scaffold now. I think we have what we need. Let me just check this again. 3, 2, 2, 120. That looks right. Okay. Month is 2. Hopefully. Oh, okay. If now, then we do this. Okay. 5 is 20 instead of 10. Oh, wow. Okay, close. Nope. Five is 10. Yeah, because it's supposed to be the... So... dd.keys, yep. Okay, let's do it like this then. For I in range length h1, length of h, if a of I and h Wait a second. If it's okay, so if h of I is equal to h of I minus 1 plus 1. So if it's not equal to, then we can just set a of I to h of I minus 1, right? H of I minus 1. So a of I set to a of I minus 1. Okay, submit it. And there you go, passes all test cases. Again, really happy that I was able to really struggle through this question, but solve it on my own without any assistance at the end, even though it's a pretty messy solution. And the runtime and memory is actually quite great, which is surprising because that's usually not what I get for solutions I come up with on my own. So again, thank you for watching. I know this was long, and hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more.